Activation code required. Access granted. Warning. Evacuation sequence activated.
Paranormal bunker. You'll come on down and join Nikki, Robert, Kayla, and Cole. Wednesdays at 10 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Sit with us as we traverse the portals of the universe. Let loose the secrets of the cryptids. Make haste with the truth of conspiracy. And explore the hauntings of our world. And once again, welcome to the S4 Paranormal Bunker.
Bad freaking day, but better night. And thank you, Robert, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. There you go.
They haven't come to pick me up yet.
You got a great background, though. You got a great backdrop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever been back there. Well, they shut down the Rockhampton airport because of some security threat, but they couldn't stop the Antonov landing. It landed there yesterday, right when a police presence was formed because of a security issue in the terminal somewhere.
Good God.
The Antonov said, "Fuck you, I'm coming in."
Wow. That's kind of a big deal.
Yeah, can't really deny it because there's no other runways that are big enough.
God. Hey, little Cam, how you doing, sweetie?
Oh, shit.
blue. More blue. Oh, Avi Loeb? Yep. I like that. Like that. For how many years? Yep. How many years? Or considered? Yep. Or considered.
Cole, check the YouTube audio because I'm on there and I can't hear anything coming back out. Like normally there's an echo if we're both on. Like if I got both of you on and there's nothing coming through. Check the YouTube, that's better now. It's working.
Possibly.
Can't hear anything coming back out. I don't know.
Is it a delay in? Is it a delay in the thing
That's
for
why
you, Robert?
you need to.
Oh, yeah, little Cam. Or if you're still in chat and you're listening, hey, hun, could you hear the beginning of the show or anything that we had just said a moment ago?
Is there
That was loud.
out there?
Oh, for God's sake. Okay. Well, I'm going through my notebook right now.
Yeah, us too, really. Me and Nikki or Cole and Kayla? I did hear the intro music though. That's what they're saying. It must be. And you see it. Have you fixed it? Uh-huh. Yep.
Whoops. God, I forgot Jackie came by.
So basically, to sum up what has happened so far, Cole wants to know what Atlas 31 is.
3I-ATLAS.
There we go.
3I Atlas, whatever. The thing that's
Yeah,
coming.
no, that's exactly what I said. But
Holy crap.
What happened?
Okay, there we go.
Oh, okay.
It's fixed.
Yes. Yay.
Fixed her.
amazing.
Amazing.
Okay. So,
Okay.
what are we doing? Where are we starting here?
Go ahead and restart what you were saying. With...
Well, you have to restart what you were saying for my stupid shit to make sense. Like,
Okay, so we're talking about the 3I-ATLAS today. The supposed comet that is running through our solar system like a bat out of hell. So I've been following
bad.
this. Why's that bad?
okay.
No, my phone's doing weird shit now.
Yours too?
Might be
Okay,
the solar
like,
systems.
all of our shit is doing weird
Well,
shit.
okay, no.
We can't talk about 3I-ATLAS. This is what's happening. The government is...
There we go.
Oh, sorry.
Now I'm back.
No,
Okay,
it
so...
could possibly be something to do with the solar storms, because that would be
Yeah.
interfering with a lot of communications.
It absolutely is. So, like, if you're listening to us, like, sorry, little Cam, you're just gonna have to bear with us. There's not much we can do about this.
Yeah.
Because, like, my computer is just overloaded to all hell for some reason.
It's solar stormage.
Yeah, it could be
Yeah.
solar storm. I know somebody else was having major issues today.
That's why
and
all
one
the
of the friends
TV was all
saying that the
pixelated
ghosts
and weird.
were acting up in his place.
Did you go outside last night, Nick?
You're bit.
What?
No, I didn't go outside. I didn't get to see it.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
supposed
no.
to be tonight too, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but we're cloud covered.
Yeah,
we got rain.
Same
Yeah.
here.
We got bad rain.
So, but, like, we never
We
get
had bad
to
rain
see...
here yesterday too.
Yeah, we never get to see the northern lights here. Like, it is not... And last night, they were bright
Well,
as hell.
The bottom part
yeah.
of Queensland got to see the southern lights last night,
Holy crap.
and supposedly tonight. Yeah, exactly. That goes up 3 states from Victoria, New South Wales, Queensland, and like we shouldn't normally be able to see it, but down in Townsville, not Townsville, Toowoomba, down near Brisbane, they could see it.
Oh, wow.
So
Whoa.
it got really effing high.
Oh, God. Solar stormage. An asteroid that's not an asteroid, maybe. Oh, who knows?
A lot of stuff is going on.
Asteroids, it's not an asshole.
Yeah, the fact that Missouri can see them is insane.
Yeah, that's nuts.
Yeah,
That's nuts.
exactly.
But, okay, so, tonight we're talking about A1-ATLAS. I've been following it since
3I.
the Harvard professor has made his claims about what it is.
Avi Loeb.
Yeah, Avi Loeb, he claims it's not something, it's not a natural rock. He believes that it is an alien device. Either a ship or a drone or something as such.
Well, I heard they were getting radio signals off of it when it was passing by.
Yeah, but you get radio signals off of pretty much anything that passes by space and interstellar.
Yeah, John, did you know that each planet has a radio, like, station, like, a radio sound you can listen to?
Oh yeah, I
And
heard
they're
about that.
creepy.
Yeah.
The sounds of the planets. It's actually kind of cool.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
So,
This is the sound of Uranus.
Great. Oh, dear God.
Me
Robert.
boo bee boo. Oh.
sounds a little thrusty.
There's just a chunk in it.
Oh my God. Okay.
So, since this thing has showed up, it has done some weird things. And it has had some very problematic issues with them calling it a comet. For example, when it first showed up in the solar system, it didn't have a tail. All comets have tails. That's just what they do. Friend.
But that's the comets. Comets are ice, and they'll shed their icy bits away from the sun. That's how you get tails. But if it's a rock, an asteroid, it won't have anything following it.
But
Usually.
that's the problem. They're saying it definitely had ice and carbon dioxide within it because it had to. Because when it slungshot around the sun,
Long shot?
friend,
Okay.
it lost mass.
Uh-huh.
Well, anything that's going to be that close to a freaking sun is going to lose mass.
It wasn't that close.
It could have been using its energy.
Relatively. As far as space is concerned, yes it was.
Not really.
Okay.
It really wasn't. Like it
It was millions of miles.
it was still outside of Mars, or just outside or inside of Mars.
No, okay, well, but still.
So
30 million years later.
and then when it came, it ended its slingshot maneuver around the sun. Using the sun's gravitational pull, it changed trajectory. And then it slowed down.
Gonna do Nikki's favourite actor. Sulu! Prepare for slingshot around the moon.
Yeah, well, and that's the,
Yeah, not my favorite actor. He's being a smart ass.
Sulu did a great job.
Oh, no.
That's not Sulu. It's Captain Kirk.
We don't talk about him.
Oh,
That
No, we
douchebag,
don't.
with that douchebag, we don't talk about him.
The
He ain't got nothing on Solo.
original. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of his.
You don't like Shatner? But why?
I do not like the Shatman. No.
It's in the
You
name.
do not like the Shatman.
I put on my best shirt for you.
Hey, so you guys know Christmas is coming, right?
Yeah,
I heard a really bad joke today.
Yeah.
Do you want to hear it?
kinda.
Oh.
Read the shirt.
Yes and no. Maybe not on air.
Oh no, this is on our one. We don't have kids that listen to our show. Our show is listening. Huh?
Cutting out
Yeah,
hardcore.
totally cutting it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're
that was weird.
Wow, wow, wow.
Like all of a sudden,
Friend, we don't have a lot of kids listen to our show.
Yeah.
Friend, and if they do, the parents should know better.
It is.
Yeah, you guys
Yeah.
are cutting in and out.
Yep.
I
There we go, now it
two
should be good.
big things.
anyway,
That's much
what?
better.
What?
Mm.
Hello. Test 1 2. Test 1 2.
Hello. Yeah, see, can hear you.
Hello.
Yeah, I don't know what is
Hello,
going
Patty.
Hello.
on. Friend,
Some fob.
Hello, dear.
Okay. It's a drive-by
And
fruiting.
Robin would cringe at that one.
It's a drive-by footing.
Oh shit. Okay, so what is going on?
I'm almost wondering. I'm gonna try something quick.
Uh-oh.
Hold on to your
wait,
whitey
it-
tighties. We're going in.
I want to see what that does.
Holy fuck, I haven't heard that in years. Oh,
Oh
God.
god.
I'm gonna need an ice cream. What flavor? It's not for me. It's for my ass.
We're gonna need some lube. What the
So-
hell are you talking about?
I think I figured it out.
Cripes. Oh, that's much better.
Yeah,
Me too. Oh, never mind.
A little bit
I
better.
think I figured it the frick out, and
Frick
that
it.
kind of
Yeah.
pisses me off.
What? What happened?
We can't be on video.
What?
Oh.
If
You're not on
I
video.
if I just have the S4 logo up for our
Audio?
on our video and us only on
Yeah.
audio,
That's fine.
my computer CPU stays at a solid 5% or 6% usage.
Well, it didn't use to do that. Maybe it's just because of the solar storm we can't be using as much, like, fucking bandwidth as we used to.
That's very possible.
yeah.
Yeah.
So this one's just going to be audio only, like a regular podcast. Oh, weird.
Okay.
All right, so little Cam approves of this joke here, friggin' so far, but because they're 23,
Just wait.
friggin', so what do Bill Cosby and Santa have in common?
Wooden bumps.
What's that?
They both wait till you're asleep to come.
Ooh.
Friggin', yeah, friggin'.
Nasty.
Happy Christmas.
Okay, so 3I-ATLAS, guys.
Yeah.
Friend, well,
God, Cole.
what?
Jesus. Okay,
I'm
moving
excited
on.
for Christmas, okay?
You're excited for Christmas.
Sounds like what you're excited for after a joke like that. So, continue. Sorry.
Well, yeah, Santa's coming for me. Bill Cosby's coming for you. Friend,
That makes sense.
yeah. Friend, this thing is weird. So, like, it's doing all kinds of weird things. Now, it's as bright, like, it's a brighter blue than the sun. It's speeding up again. Friend, and I'm kind of at the point where I'm waiting for it to just do a 160-degree turn and come to Earth.
Well,
Like-
maybe.
Well, they're just trying to get to their flight.
They're what?
They're just trying to catch their
Get to
flight.
their final destinations.
Yeah. They're in a rush, Dad.
Well, then they're definitely not coming to the United States.
Yeah.
I mean, all flights are kind of canceled still at the moment, so. Friend.
Well, okay, so I'm going to throw like a weird thing. So I was kind of looking into the 3I-ATLAS a little bit today, just because I was like, oh, okay, that's what the show's going to be on. Let's get a little refresher. But so I was thinking about anything that has to do with like aliens and 2025 and stuff like that, and my brain automatically went to something that I remembered hearing back in 2023, and it was a prediction by Baba Vanga about the fact
Yeah.
that we are supposed to have our first contact with aliens at the end of 2025, beginning of 2026. Which is actually exactly when this is supposed to pass by Earth. So I found that kind of interesting as well, because I was like, huh, maybe.
Baba Yaga's predictions.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's supposed to reappear to us completely, where we'll see it all the time, and like actually it'll be visible within our sky with the naked eye. Second week in December.
Yeah.
So, friend.
But yeah, I thought that was kind of a strange little coincidence there, that her prediction of when we were supposed to make contact with alien life was the same time that this is supposed to be re-entering our sight and vision and coming towards Earth. I was like, huh, well, you know what?
That
Maybe, Baba Vanga. Maybe.
That would be really cool if they just came to visit.
Well, I think that depends on who
What the
would-
plan is.
what they were. Whether that would be cool or whether we would all be
Enslaved and die.
Toast.
become part of the Scorch trials. Yeah, pretty much. But like I was saying, no, is that we can't really predict whether or not this is an alien spacecraft, because it's not from our it's from our universe, but it's not from our area of the galaxy. It's coming in from somewhere else. So it is an alien as far as the fact that we don't know the chemical makeup or what it is or what it's even possible of doing, because we don't have reference from where it's coming. Do you know what I'm saying?
We don't know the materials
We don't
used.
know if it's just some kind of material that we're not used to seeing.
My issue is it has, according to news sources, exploded twice.
They just got some engine trouble.
No, meaning it separated and came back together.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, that just proves that Tim Allen's on board.
Okay, but that's possible too.
To infinity
Okay.
and beyond.
A symbiote.
So look at I wouldn't necessarily say that kind of stuff, but like look at certain rocks, certain compounds, and certain other things that we have. Okay, there's a magnetic pole in them. So if you take a magnet, right, and if you put enough force on that magnet, you can split it apart from the other magnet. However, they are going to pull back together once that force is not pressurized on it anymore. Okay? So if it was made of a material that is highly magnetic, or if it was made of a material that one of the materials pulled the other material, it is possible for it to break up and re-establish its original form.
Non-ferrous. If it's a non-ferrous material, yeah.
Yeah. So honestly, if it's going around the sun and it's slingshotting at X amount of freaking miles per second, right? So we're looking at astronomical speeds here. And then you have the gravitational pull of the sun pulling on one side of it, but you have outer space and the vacuum of space on the other side of it. It will pull this material apart, and then once it does the cool down process of coming back around the other edge of it, it could reform because there isn't the pull on it that there was before. And if it is a material that has magnetic qualities to it, it could potentially reestablish its original shape and form.
And if it's edible, it could become an astronomical.
Nummy.
Now,
Nummy.
what would have caused that in the outer planet area?
What?
What would have caused that in the outer planet area?
Oh, dude, anything could have caused that in the outer planet area, okay?
The same breakup.
Yes. Because it's going to break up the same. If it is a magnetic material that is pulled together at its polarities, like, because this is a negative, this is a positive, they're pulling together, okay? Then they're going to pull together in the same shape no matter what. So the breakup from going around in our inner solar system, or outer solar system is what you were talking about, right? Well, all kinds of things could add a trajectory to that would cause it to break up and reestablish itself.
Like going through by Neptune, or not by Uranus, or not Uranus, sorry, Jupiter or Saturn, right?
Well, yeah, because the pole of the planet is still
Which are
there.
not the two planets that did it by.
Which is fine, because it could also be space debris. It could be a small meteorite that hit it in the right place. It could be all kinds of stuff.
Orionids and other ones like that we don't know about.
And to be perfectly
Saturn.
honest, it could really just be solar winds as well that added enough force to it for it to break apart and reestablish itself. So if you're looking at it as an actual material instead of a manufactured craft of some kind, okay? It is possible for these things to happen. It's highly improbable, and it's highly unlikely just because, but at the same time, we don't know if it is for something that is from a different system than we're in. Because we don't know the type of materials and what would cause it to lose polarity and reestablish polarity. Now, it breaking up and then pulling itself back together, it sounds a lot like something out of, like, Terminator, when that dude became, like, metal shit. But...
Think more Independence Day.
Now, I'm not saying that it's not an alien spacecraft of some kind, because it totally
But smaller
could be.
items breaking off a bigger item, that sounds more like Independence Day type shit.
Yeah, oh, okay, sure.
Think Galaxy Quest. We're dragging mines.
Yes. Well, and that's the thing. So Little Cam says they saw a Facebook post talking about how there are more interstellar objects entering our solar system because of it, trailing it.
Well, yeah. And that would also make sense. Okay, and again, I'm not saying that it's not an alien spacecraft or anything like that. But if it is highly magnetic and it is pulling other magnetic particles along with it, then it would make sense why there would be something trailing it into our system.
The starting stopping makes me think it's not magnetic. The starting, like the going faster, going slower, friend.
See, now that's what makes me think it is.
Why? Nothing changed in the last few days in the solar system. Nothing went through that would cause a magnetic item to actually...
Really? Like a giant geomagnetic storm?
This is before the storm.
Okay, but you realize that there's solar winds continuously
Yeah.
in the vacuum of space. So, solar winds in themselves are geomagnetic. So, anything that's coming from those solar winds and hitting a magnetically charged item...
But the problem is, when this first started happening, Kayla,
Uh-huh.
every NASA scientist said it's not possible. Why is it doing that? Because they were going with the solar storms and the geomagnetic storm and everything about the sun,
Yeah.
and calculating it. It was doing it too much.
Yes, but see, that's the thing, is that everybody is looking at materials that we already know exist. Everybody's looking at commonplace fact that they know of our system
Because
and our materials.
they've already got composites of what it's partly made of from the telescopes.
Well,
The
I
James-
mean, of course they're
what's
going
that,
to know.
James-
James Webb.
James Webb Interstellar Telescope
Yeah,
has already identified carbon dioxide and water on it.
yeah.
Friend, the general makeup of it is
Is a comet.
what they're saying.
Yeah.
But the thing is, we don't know if like other species can use those items to make a ship.
Well, and that's
See,
what I'm
yeah,
saying.
that's what I'm saying, Little Cam. Maybe it's both alien and magnetic.
Well, absolutely. And that's why I said, I'm not saying that it is not alien manufactured or alien
She
made.
totally is. I can hear her.
I'm just saying that there is the possibility of it just being micromaterials that we're not
Used to.
familiar with.
I'm familiar with all of them. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh my god. Yeah, okay.
Friend.
Maybe because it's alien.
Yeah, I work with you every day. Like, I live with you.
Yeah.
Friend, I am familiar with alien materials.
Yeah, sure. But I mean, okay, to be honest though, it could realistically be some form of capsule or some form of ship that's coming into our atmosphere our solar system, and that is observing, because that's all it's doing right now. Obviously, it hasn't attacked anything, it hasn't sent a probe to anything, it hasn't done anything like that we know of, that we can see, right? But it's getting close enough to the outer planets, close enough to things, to observe them. Yeah. And if they have even an iota of what we have as far as like lenses and different things like that to be able to enhance pictures and everything else, which if they're an alien species coming from a different solar system, they probably have way more advanced stuff than we do, then they can see the full landscape of these planets just by passing and observing. They wouldn't need to necessarily land on them.
Will the time dilation effect still be in effect? Because if they're coming from way out, and they might be seeing us back in, say, the 1800s or 1900s. Mm-hmm. So we might not be as enticing to them to come and say, oh, hi, because we're in the middle of a world war.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and see, that's the other thing that nobody really seems to get when we talk about space and interactions between different areas of space, is that the fact that there is the time dilation. And the fact that when they're coming through, there could still be dinosaurs roaming on the planet.
Dinosaurs,
right? And maybe they didn't come here for us. Maybe they came here for whatever life form was living on Mars before us.
Beforehand, yeah.
That's gonna suck because they're gonna be sorely disappointed. I mean, you come to a solar system expecting to see Jurassic Park, and you get us. Shit.
Just hairless monkeys walking around.
Alright, Cam says, maybe it's our moon, giant alien base, sending out notices to these various objects come to our solar system. Some people say the moon is alien itself, since ancient people never transcribed it.
Yeah.
You know, I believe that more things in our solar system are alien than we believe. Okay? Like, as humans, we can't wrap our brains around the fact that there are a lot of things that we can't explain and can't describe. And
Well, that's what religion's for.
Well, and to be fair, that's because, like, if you try to wrap your brain around it, that causes brain damage.
yeah, sometimes.
No, all the time.
Yeah, well, you don't wrap your brain around it. But, see, this is also, like, when we get into, like, the world of the quantum, the world of the super, super small, okay, is that just because we don't understand it doesn't mean it doesn't exist. It doesn't mean that because it doesn't fit into our status quo of what relativity is, doesn't mean that there isn't a mathematical equation that we just haven't made yet, that we don't understand because we haven't even touched these type of particles before. We don't get them.
Yeah, but that same sentence can be turned around the other way.
Oh, absolutely.
Just because you don't like the answer doesn't mean it's not true.
Yes, no, absolutely.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm just saying we are a lot less advanced than we would like to think that we are.
And we might be advanced in some areas compared to the aliens, but they might be advanced in completely different areas we never even thought of looking into.
Well, okay, so the perfect example of like that kind of a thing is, like, we might be scientifically in some way, shape, or form more advanced, okay? Like, as far as computer parts, that kind of stuff. Well, they may be spiritually more advanced, or they may be medically more advanced in order to use more capacity, in order to do things like telepathy or self-talk or any of that kind of stuff that we cannot do because we're not set up the same way that they are.
Or they're physiologically more advanced, so their bodies can do a lot more than we can. Like, they can see different fields of
different
vision,
light spectrums
different
and
light
different things like
spectrums.
that. Yes.
Well,
And they can
little Cam
interact
is
with
saying
stuff.
it could be CERN doing shady space things as well. And I could agree with that. Like,
Yeah, well,
I am
certainly.
not going to say that our government would not, like, I would not put it past them. And I don't mean the U.S. government, I mean
Global.
the UN, the global government. All the governments honestly working together for the same purpose. I would not put it past them to not tell us that this was actually meant to hit us.
Yeah.
And they're doing things to push it out of the way.
Because if a meteor was going to hit our planet, it's not like they would instantly tell us.
I'm also not going to say that this isn't the one that they actually ended up pushing out of the way the first time, and they actually pushed it into us by accident. And now they're trying to reset it. And they don't want to admit that because they don't want to admit that they pushed it into us in the first place.
Yeah.
What do you think, Nikki?
This is listening. I know what I've experienced, and I would agree with all of you, except the fact that I've been in groups that have done meditations about it, and every single one of us, whether remote viewing or doing, and I've been in 3 groups now that have dealt with this subject. Numerous different psychics, all different levels.
Okay.
All remote viewers. And then me, I don't know, it's not remote viewing, I don't know what the hell to call it. It's a form of higher consciousness, really higher consciousness, combined with psychic stuff and telepathy. And that's what they do too, with telepathy. Every single one of us, and there's quite a few amongst all 3 groups, when you put all of us together, have all said that, and they've been, including me, around the object in front, to the side, and at the back of it. And this is going to get interesting, folks. So basically, we all agree that it's an ET ship. It's a very large ET ship. And every one of us has received that it's long distance. They mean no harm in whatever fashion or form, absolute no harm. And a few of us got, two, if I'm not mistaken, got that it was numerous different kinds of races of ET.
Okay.
I cannot reveal what somebody else said on this part of it because there's something that I really badly fucking want to say and I absolutely cannot. It's not.
That's okay.
This all this other stuff is very generic. The one thing that I really want to say is specific, and I cannot say it. Somebody else's info. But the general thing is that multiple races of ET. They mean no harm. Some of them are awake and active on board. Others are not.
Snoozing.
And everything that I received and psychically saw through the higher consciousness levels was there were multiple floor levels. Are we on video?
No.
Okay. So basically, how am I going to say it? Think of a hot dog and slice it lengthwise 5 or 6 times. So you've got basically 4 to 6 rows of floors. Like if you took an elevator or something like that and you go up and down, that kind of thing. So that's what I mean by floors. There's man, I can even see some of the inside right now. I'm having flashbacks of what I saw.
Nikki, you're mean.
And to get
You're mean.
I'm mean. Why?
Now I'm hungry. I want a hot dog. You told me to think of a hot dog.
I thought of that's the only thing I could think of that would be long enough that could. That's the only thing I could think of that could be long enough or a hot dog bun. I mean, that's not sliced, and you just slice it up in between 4 and 6 different levels. But anyway, I never saw elevators. I never saw anything else per se in the sense of if it was kind of like one of the ships that I've been on, which is a living conscious metal ship. I did not get that kind of sensation.
Okay, can I ask you a question?
But the ET that was willing to communicate with, that was awake and willing to communicate with me, called himself Jordan. And basically I was told, I'm telling you that because, and I went, human name, and he said yes. And I said, okay. So, no, they're basically passing through. Now, if that is the case, then they'll be around, it's going to take them a while. But it's also going to come down to our Earth's governments, global governments, whether that is, for the reaction, and are we going to be pumping out some kind, we've already got frickin' ships that we can go from Earth to the moon in a blink of a frickin' eye. I mean, but the public does not know that.
Okay.
Those that are part of deep government, they know that.
The
what's
species
your
of
question?
aliens that you have met on the ships that you've been on, are any of them on this one?
Are any of the ones that I know on it? No.
No?
Not
Okay.
that I'm aware of. But the different races that I saw, whether they were up walking around or not, were different kinds of grays. Some know them as the Zetas. Some know them as the grays. So you're talking all different levels, all different height levels. Some had 3 fingers, some had 4. Didn't bother with toes. I just saw like from halfway up, like from midway up to the top of their head type of thing. Some had hair, some did not. Some looked like a human, would I say that? Human hybrid.
Mm-hmm.
So they're part ET, part human. I just don't know how else to explain that.
Mm-hmm.
So you have, like I said, some with hair, some without. I saw some that were blue. I saw some that were green. Different. Now this is interesting. The blues and greens that I saw on these ET were different colors of the blues and greens that I've seen in other ET that I've been on ships of. So I find that incredibly fascinating. I mean, we are talking like a deeper color of blue, a darker version of green. And when I say deeper color of blue, I mean like the same shade of blue as some of the ETs I've seen on board ship, but the green is much darker. The green ones are much darker. I saw ETs that look like reptilian.
Mm-hmm.
I did not get the sensation of love and light, but I got the sensation of peace. They're peaceful. They're on some kind of, what I got was they're on some kind of mission. I did not understand it. I did not want to know it. Not my business, not my monkey's. It should be, but it's not.
To
I just
explore
look
life
at it
and
very
new
different.
civilizations?
Yeah, I look at it very differently than a lot of other people, especially with what is happening with me right now. So I look at it very differently. So let's see. I did not see any Dracos. Dracos to me are the ones with the tails. They look very much like a walking alligator. I don't know how else to describe them. They look like a tall walking alligator, but with longer arms than an alligator, but long
So
arms,
your
long
typical
legs.
forwarded?
And the snout is not long. It's about anywhere from a quarter to half the size of what an alligator's snout or mouth or whatever it would be.
So we're talking
I do
crocodile.
not like. Yeah, I don't like those. Those puppies are not so nice. They're pretty freaking wicked. I did not get the sensation of any of that on that ship. And when I'm around those buggers, I hate them. I actually have the word, for me to use the word hate is a big freaking deal. I actually hate those bastards because you get around them, you get by any ET abductee that has ever been around a true Draco, you get violently ill as a human being. And I've talked to a couple of people about this. So I know I had it confirmed with other people. Holy shit, this is a big deal. So there were none of those kind of ETs, negative types of ETs on board that ship. But I did see reptilian type, and all reptilians are not bad. There are some really nice ones, some really loving and caring ones. And then there are some that can be real assholes, but they're not vicious, not like the Dracos. So you get all kinds of attitudes with all different kinds of ETs. So everything that we've got on Earth in humans, it's like that in with ETs as well. Long journey is what I got. 21 plus. I was asking Jordan because he could read me like a frickin', but that always freaks me out when I'm talking to an ET and they can see your entire frickin' life. I mean, just drives me nuts. Because it's like there's no way you can hide anything. I mean, you can't even be discreet about things. They just come right out and blurt it out. So he actually said to me, think of the 7 portals. And I went, holy crap. I said, really? He goes, now multiply that. And he told me, and I kind of lost my shit over it because it was over 21. He's like, it's the essential of over 21 portals to you. And I went, that's galaxies. And he said, correct. I said, not universes. He said, no, galaxies. And I went, oh my freaking God, you've been on a very long haul trip. And he said, correct. And I went, so why are you doing this? We have a mission, basically, is what he said to me. And I went, holy cripes. Okay, good, bad, or observing is mostly what I got. He was trying to get across to me. It was a little bit more than observing, but it wasn't interacting. This is basically the kind of interaction that they're allowing to happen with only with those that can actually do it. That can be telepathic, who are okay with ETs, who so, like, if you're in Astral and you're trying to look at this, because there were some people that weren't just in doing remote viewing. There were people that were actually in Astral in this group, or groups, I should say. And so, and they knew. They just allowed, because they can feel the energy. And if they have any inkling of, because most of these ETs on the ship had abilities of one sort or another. That much I could feel. And I was like, oh, wow. They all had a job to do on board ship. It's basically like taking turns. The sensation of it was taking turns, kind of like jobs, you know? What else? They're doing a slow process. And the other thing is that they knew about Mars, the Mars Defense Force being one of the last one of Earth's line of defenses. That's how I wanted to say that. Couldn't think of how to say that. Mm-hmm. And that the moon, and that the moon is really the last line of defense because it's a moon base. But I got the distinct impression, even though he didn't say it, it was a true, like, internal feeling. It was like, really, it was intense, but it wasn't. I just don't know how to describe that. That basically, they had to have permission to come through. And I was like, what? And that kind of made sense to me, but yet it didn't. And I'm like, but you're going through so many different, you're passing by so many different planets with so many different, whether it's humans or we're known as Terrans, Terrans, to as many ETs that I'm aware of, we're known as Terrans. And so I was like, you have to ask permission. He said, yeah, with certain.
Because
yeah, I mean, you just, it's a certain way that they go about it. I mean, and I think because of what has gone on with Mars and some of the outlying stuff, I think there was a bit of communication. And when he said, confirm some of that, because I was getting this feeling. Mm-hmm. And he picked up on it right away. So when he basically confirmed it, I was just like, holy shit balls. This is just a live wire. But I also know, and Kayla had talked about Baba Yaga. Yeah,
Manga?
Baba Yaga. And I don't know if any of that got heard at the beginning of the show, but how she, it was something you had said, Kayla, about how she has
a prediction that we will make contact with our first, alien species towards the end of 2025, beginning of 2026.
Yeah, and that actually makes sense. And especially with what I'm... No. I was just about to say something. I was like, I can't say anything yet. Anyway, so, yeah, not until I have absolute, complete proof and confirmation of certain things. So, anyway,
I feel like a lot of her predictions are actually pretty spot on. Like,
yeah,
throughout
most
the
of them
years.
are. Yep, I agree. So, even though I agree with everything that Cole and Kayla are talking about regarding the sciences and the different aspects, and this is what I know. And I would be very much the same way as Cole and Kayla about how all of this, was coming about. I mean, I'd be asking questions too. If I were not an ET abductee, I'd be going, what the hell is going on here? But yeah, government is definitely trying to cover shit up. Hardcore.
Well, government's been trying to cover shit up since government was formed. I mean, anytime that there was a classing system, the higher class of the classing system tried to cover up shit. Like, so...
Not all of them.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Give me an empire that didn't.
Burn.
Native.
No.
No, they did too.
No, because we're in trouble right now. But, for... Henry VIII. He gave no qualms. He told you what he was doing and he didn't really care. And when his wives didn't like it, guess what he did?
Oh yeah,
well,
chopped their heads off.
He was a pretty brutal son of a bitch. So I get
like there are leaders that did not hide anything.
Okay, so just because the leaders didn't hide anything, it doesn't mean that the higher class didn't hide anything. Okay, like this is what I'm saying is that anytime you get into a classing system where there's people that are suspected to be a lower class than other citizens, then you are going to have secrets within the higher class of people, just like you're going to have secrets within the lower class of people that they don't tell the higher class. Okay? It's human nature.
Yeah, I don't know if I completely agree with that forever. Like, I'd say a large portion of our history shows that. I believe there are some issues or issuances when it didn't actually work out that way.
Yeah. Okay.
But I wouldn't put it at 100% is what I'm saying.
Well,
even if it is 98.
I don't know. I always would put human nature at 100% as far as that is concerned, just because even within structural families and everything else, it's human nature to have secrets from other people. So there's certain things that, like, I'm sure that I don't even, after almost 20 years of being married to you, wouldn't know because it's your personal secret to yourself. So I would always put that in my mind at 100% because there's always secrets. But I get what you're saying. I'm not... Yeah.
Yeah, I would just say that you can't state it as 100% because that would make human nature infallible.
Well...
It's not.
I think we... Yeah, well...
Because we know the basis of human nature.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't mean it can't be proven wrong.
Yeah, but you can't... A human can't be 100% truthful. It's impossible.
I'm not saying 100% truthful.
That's not entirely true if you believe in Jesus.
No.
I'm just saying that there are certain outliers in every aspect of human nature. But...
Although again, on the, like, taking the devil's advocate point of view on that one, he did disappear for 20 years.
Yeah,
that's true.
Right.
And we have no record or mention of what he did during those 20 years.
No, for sure. I'm just saying that,
yes,
like, there's always outlying idealism and everything when it comes to that.
he was like, even with your closest family, you aren't 100% truthful on everything. Because I can't remember what philosopher said it, but every person has 4 faces. What you show the public, what you show your friends, what you show your family, and then what you show yourself.
Mm-hmm. But it doesn't mean that any of those faces aren't any less truthful or more truthful than the other faces.
Yes.
Because it's all part of who you are.
Yeah.
We're split. We're fractured.
And there have been certain individuals in our history that, and I'm not
that
even
are a little
saying
more
Jesus.
open with it.
I'm not even saying Jesus.
Yeah.
Gandhi. Friend.
That's the diaper guy, right?
No, you asshole. Jesus.
Sorry.
He was a big movement on the Buddhist culture.
Yes.
And
yeah, the diaper guy.
Very much protested.
I'm not agreeing with that. I'm never going to agree with that.
Okay, sorry.
Peaceful protest. But even Gandhi, we know he had secrets from that he hid away from people.
Like?
Well, wasn't there, after he passed, records of him doing some bad stuff with youngins?
No.
No?
No. Whoa.
Am I thinking of the
No.
wrong
Yes,
Buddhist
Dalai
guy?
Lama.
Yeah. yeah.
Dalai Lama.
And that wasn't after he died. He got caught. And he gave up the position.
Oh.
Friend. Yeah. Gandhi was actually considered a pure soul.
Oh. Thinking of the wrong
Yep.
bald guy.
Friend, the other one I would put in that category is Mother Teresa.
In what way?
She was known to be brutal in her talkings, like in her teachings. Yeah. She wouldn't lie to save your feelings.
Oh yeah.
But she'd do it in the nicest way. Like if she actually thought that a person was ugly, she'd tell them, but as nicely as she could. Friend, I think she would be another one that would claim that what Kayla said could not be claimed completely. Friend, because human nature is also to love. It is.
Yeah, but it's also... But that's just
we go
one side
about
of
the
the
wrong
coin.
way, like 110 times out of 100. But we are made to love.
Well, every animal is.
Yeah.
Almost. Snakes aren't.
Snakes aren't. Oh, okay, whatever.
Well, they have no receptor for it.
Ask Robert if a dingo is made to love. Right.
On their babies. Oh.
Or that Juno spider.
Oh, did you hear about the spider web they found? It's the biggest recorded spider web in the world ever found. It's in this cave.
In the caves of Spain.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it's
100,000 in there, apparently.
Yeah.
100,000 spiders in this giant web.
And it's, what did they say it was, like 50 miles?
That reminds me of, like, fucking Harry Potter.
Okay, Robert, I gotta ask a question. Has your Prime Minister released a statement? Like, how the hell were you guys beat out in this shit?
We still have a flying one.
I would have to say the distance of the James Webb is bigger. Okay.
And you thought my joke was bad.
Yeah, that was terrible.
But it's pretty cool.
Friend. Like.
So is it a giant spider or are they little tiny spiders in the giant web?
There are little tiny spiders, and it is a web built through centuries of these spiders just slowly working together and eating each other.
That's awesome.
There is
Fun.
over 100,000 spiders living in there,
I
and they
call
believe there's
bullshit.
50 races of spiders.
In the back of that cave, there is one giant spider like in Harry Potter. Just everyone's too fucking scared to find it.
Well, it might just be hidden behind the web because the web goes back for miles.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
I'm just... They shouldn't open it.
Look at that.
It's
That's
like Pandora's
awesome.
box. Once you open that spider web, they all come out.
Ew.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just imagine the first person to open it just hordes spiders just
It's like the
crawling
bat caves
out.
in Arizona.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah, those things, like... I don't get grossed out by a lot of things, but bats do it.
Was that the cave that
Well, the
guy
baby bats are
accidentally
cute.
went into in like
No.
his 50s
Yeah,
or
well,
some
there's, like,
shit, but
little
he fell into it and
pink
there were so many
meatballs.
spiders on him?
Watch one suck on a freaking cow's neck, then tell me it's cute.
Well,
no.
that's only a few bats.
Oh my god.
And the baby bats can't do that. Their fangs aren't developed enough.
I actually think bats are pretty awesome. Honestly.
Yeah, you
I
would.
like bats.
Yeah, if
No, you don't. Liar.
Okay, I didn't like it when the bat came in here and it tried to eat my face off.
Oh yeah,
Okay, that was
bat-
a little bit different. That evil fucking bat. We had to get it with a.
And you were hiding in your room, don't you?
You were screaming like a bitch, and you ran and hid in
Yeah.
your room. And this stupid bat tried to eat my face off, and then you caught it in a
Well, I didn't want to be a vampire.
blanket and tossed it back outside.
I didn't want to be all glittery like Edward.
You glittery ass vampire.
Yeah.
I think it was actually Jalen that helped me get it out.
Yeah, I believe
Yeah.
it was.
Yeah.
Because I screamed as soon as it landed on my face and tried to eat me. Okay.
And the evolution of bats are pretty cool. They were once squirrels.
What?
Yeah, bats were once squirrels that just slowly evolved to jump and then glide and then fly.
Exactly, little Cam. She says, bat to human. I give you rabies. Grin.
I know. God.
Oh, did you get a rabies shot?
I didn't. Well, yeah, I went and I got it checked out because it was fucking bat attacked my goddamn face. Of course, I went in and was like, "Ew, bat attacked me." Okay, like
All you need is for like.
I'm not gonna die of rabies because I'm stupid and didn't go to the doctor after I got attacked by a wild bat.
Well, then after that,
Fuck.
you just needed Grandma and Grandpa to inherit millions of dollars and them to go like pass away in an alley, and then Batman. You got a whole origin story.
I technically, I guess I
For
could have been.
God's sake.
I'm just saying.
Okay, but in the way that my world works, it wouldn't be Batman; it'd be more World War Z.
Nah,
Okay, so
you would become
God,
you would
that was
become
a wicked
Mothman.
movie.
Mothman, fuck you.
You get a costume to look like a moth.
Jesus.
You travel through mirrors.
You're funny. Oh god.
I like this plan.
That'd
Yeah.
be like my worst nightmare come true. I turn into a giant moth that can space travel through mirrors. Fuck you, dude. No.
Ba-dum-bum-bum.
But,
So, Robert, what do you think it is?
yeah.
Yeah.
As she's eating, sorry.
Yeah. Right when you chew, we ask you the questions.
The rock or
Yeah.
something else.
3I-ATLAS.
The big old space meteor.
It could be the second part of the, what was it? The one that was landed in the ocean at the Baltic?
Oh, the cigar-shaped craft? Or what?
No, the one that was the Millennium Falcon.
Mm-hmm.
Coming back to find out what happened to it.
Well, actually, if you think about it, though, like, what if it is just a mission that's come to recover one of the ones that have already come here?
Roswell.
So, when I heard that it was going to slingshot around the moon, my first thought was, it's a fucking garbage barge. And they're just dumping their shit on their way out.
That
Hey,
would be
one man's
funny.
garbage is another
Our
man's
solar
treasure.
system is the dump of the universe. Damn it!
Well, we do have Uranus in it.
Let's hope the Vorgons aren't available.
You know, I actually wouldn't be surprised if we were the universal dump site. Like, we just have all of these, like, barges coming in and throwing garbage on us.
That would be funny.
Fran,
Hey, the shit is full.
Well, one thing I know the ships can do is they can pull energy from the sun.
Like, solar sails? That kind of thing?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
which would make sense if its nucleus is glowing brighter now that it's been near the sun.
Mm-hmm.
Well, even in, like, sci-fi novels and sci-fi movies and stuff like that, we have the solar-powered ships. Like, it's been a thing for ever.
Fran,
Yeah, well, look at that Borg ship that was sucking energy from the sun right at the corona.
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, and, like, okay, so star power has been a thing forever. We talk about, like, oh god, what are those called? They're like spherical, oh god, I can't remember the name of them. But like, if you have ever seen that movie Moonfall, supposedly it was a giant, like, man-made, well, not man-made, but alien-made structure that went around them, a dwarf star, and the dwarf star was what created the... Okay, so that has been a thought process of a lot of people for a lot of years, is that we could potentially harness the power of a dwarf star in order to power an entire planet for millennia. So I could see something like that being the way that it's going.
Yeah.
And I mean, like, honestly, if you think about it, like, we only have so many power sources available. And the biggest and most pronounced power source that we have, well, besides black holes, but that's a whole different thing, would be the sun.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and
Quite
I
a
mean,
thought process.
Yeah. Well, the power of fusion. I mean, fusion power has been... If we could master that,
But maybe.
we'd be unlimited. What?
Well, we don't know that that's the biggest power source we have in the solar system.
Well, I mean,
'Cause
dark
we just-
energy.
yeah,
could
we haven't
be.
figured out how
we
to
don't know
do-
what that is
Yeah.
even yet.
We haven't figured out how to do a lot of them.
And they could be using a power source that we don't even understand.
Well, and like I said, realistically, neutron stars and black holes, white holes, different things like this actually put off more energy per...
Like, it could be something that we don't even think is part of the laws of physics.
Well, yeah. And I mean, like, if you really think about it like that way too, we have shit. Wait. Yeah, sure.
Like, they could harness a power source that we don't even consciously can fathom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
Well,
could
I
be.
mean, like a cosmic consciousness, for instance.
Yeah.
It's supposedly out there, and
Big old
that
brain.
in itself would be an infinite almost power source. I mean, it would have to be.
That would
in
be
order
a
to
cool
hold
fucking car.
that much
Like,
fucking memory.
I don't. Well, the problem with us is the like. You guys remember the movie Idiocracy?
I remember hearing about it. I don't remember seeing it.
Kayla watched it for the first time this week, and
Oh, it was
Fran,
terrible.
I feel like we're getting closer and closer to it. Fran.
Well, at least tell the basis for anybody who hasn't.
So, a guy works for the U.S. Army, and he gets chosen for a program because he is the basic human being. And he
Like,
gets,
average in every way.
he gets put into a chamber, and he is going to be frozen for 1 year. It fails, and it doesn't fail. They freeze him, and then immediately they get caught up in a scandal, and they
He
the
wakes
whole-
up 500
yeah,
years
it gets the whole program gets scrapped and he gets forgotten in a bunker. And he wakes up 500 years later, and the entire
Jesus.
world became idiots. And like to the point where Carl's Jr. runs Child Protective Services, and the entire world runs off Gatorade. And like they feed their crops Gatorade.
Name, not sure.
The president is one of the best wrestlers in the world. So like we're not far off anymore. And we're getting there.
And his cousin runs education.
But I mean, like, if you think about the collective dumbing of humanity, like, we are pretty.
We're pushing
We're getting
ourselves
there. We're getting
away
there.
from intelligence. And
Well, okay, so your average everyday person is pushing themselves from intelligence, but there is a subclass that is exceeding in intelligence.
yeah, but you remember how that went in that movie?
Yeah.
Yeah, that subclass can eventually just go extinct
Because they stopped having children because this world isn't good for children.
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
And
so
they realized that.
they just didn't have it. They grew old. They died. Well, everyone else just continued to repopulate.
And it...
No, it makes sense. It does. It just. Well, I mean, if you think about any of those movies like that, okay, so you got something like Idiocracy, but you also have things like Wall-E and things like which is technically the collective dumbing of our society down to the point where we are no longer even capable of simple actions like walking.
No, because we just have robots to do everything. So why would we need to actually
And I
do
mean,
it ourselves?
if you really look at the way that AI systems and everything else have advanced in the last few years, I could see that being something that happens come the future. Is we are all like Ready Player One status, living in a fake world and doing our thing.
Or we could kind of go with the subgroup part where some people are living in the Ready Player world area. Like, people are just putting themselves in video games, or some people are trying to keep pure to themselves. Some people are doing cybernetics. Some people are doing this or that. And we just have different subgroups around the planet that are just doing different things.
Well, I mean, and we're going to. There's always been subgroups that are doing different things.
Yeah.
Like, if you actually look at human evolution and societal evolution and everything, we have hunter-gatherer groups still. And all the way up to, like, our most advanced cultures and systems and everything else. So, I mean, we are still continuously separated on that level here as a whole world, too.
Yeah.
Like it's getting wild, and and that's where
But
we've got groups like people like Nikki and Robert, and people who are trying to expand
Business.
the metaphysical part of of
Yes.
intelligence, I guess is how I'd say it. And
aptitude.
yeah, and we're like, but what good is a cosmic consciousness when we can't contribute to it eventually?
Everything that ever lived and ever was and ever will be already contributes to the cosmic consciousness. Okay, so Little Kim up here had said that some people say our Earth is a living conscious entity itself. Okay,
Yeah.
So
It is.
the thing about that is I don't just think our Earth is a living conscious entity. I believe that our entire universe is a conscious entity. Okay?
Yeah.
And we are... Okay, like, so if you look at the human body, okay, we have living entities within our body that create certain things and do certain things in order for us to live the way that we live. Okay, we have cells, we have infrastructure, like all of this stuff inside of us. Synapses, your brains, your organs, all of that crap. Okay? So does the universe.
We're just the little parasites in it.
So every piece is intricately part of every other piece. And this so-called cosmic consciousness that we're talking about is actually kind of like our nervous system and our brain synapses firing, but for universal life.
But that also does put the point that some of the life is less useful to the universe because, like, for us humans, we have everything. We have a ton of like organisms and small parts working to help us live.
Yeah.
But we are also evolving, which is getting rid of some parts, like wisdom teeth. Most modern humans don't even have them, and the people who do, we don't need them because our jaws.
Yeah. Okay. So like so it would be,
we do need them.
It would be kind of like your appendix or your gallbladder, where yes, it's a part of you. Yes, it's this, but you can live without it.
Yes.
Okay. Yes, but do you realize? Okay. So if you look at the human body and you look at like cell annihilation and you look at the synapses firing and everything else, okay, you look at skin death and skin regrowth and all of that crap, okay, it's the same thing on a universal scale. When we have planets that collide with each other causing annihilations, we have different meteors and different things that are causing deaths of whole ecosystems and solar systems and different things like this, but it doesn't mean that the overall entity cannot live without X, Y, or Z, but that it's less of because of. Okay? So just like cell deterioration as we age, well, the universe itself would have a deterioration as it ages. If you're going off of those basic human laws. No.
Okay, but we also have documentation. Not documentation. I'm not going to put it that way. That's horrible. We have movies that show us what can happen with a cosmic consciousness type of situation.
Mm-hmm.
When it stops being the encyclopedia
Mm-hmm.
and becomes Wikipedia.
No, most definitely. Most definitely. Now see, that's...
Galaxy Quest.
Yes. But see, that's...
God.
That's the thing.
The historical documents.
Yeah. But the thing is that we don't know how many reiterations of this we've already lived. Okay? So, if you're looking at it on a cosmic level, on a overall universal level and everything else, we do not know how many reiterations of life, of our planet, of our solar system, of our universe itself, we have already lived.
But we don't even know.
But that's the problem I have.
Mm-hmm.
What if Idiocracy is not just a fictional movie? It's a historical document of a past.
Well, so that's the thing, is that a lot of people don't think about the fact that there is no technical original thought. Okay? That everything is based off of something that has already happened in some way, shape, or form. Okay? So you can take things and you can add things to it to make it something more than it was. Okay? But every story has the same basic premise. It all started with the same thoughts. Okay? So we don't have the ability as a species in order to have truly original thought. It's all based off of past experiences, past thoughts, past literatures, past things. We don't have the original thought process. So if you look at everything based off of something that already happened at some conjuncture of life, then every iteration of it is possible and isn't. It's like the whole multi-universal theory. Sorry.
No, it's the fact
Now
that,
you're doing good.
to me, that
Miners, not miners.
Well, and that's why they believe in infinite possibility or infinite universe theories, is because technically anything that we do, any small decision that we make, anything like that, can branch off and become a new.
I hate those fucking theories.
Okay, no, and I
'Cause it's a
totally
cop-out.
get that. Huh?
It's a cop out.
No, and it is. It is. If you really think about it, it is, because no matter what decision you make, well, and I've said this for years, and
Then it
people
just
think I'm
makes
fucking
everything
crazy
pointless.
for it,
Yes.
but
It's like how Marvel is kind of just pointless at this point, because any writer can say, I don't like that, so new universe, this never happened in this. So it makes any emotional standpoint you had in the films completely invalid.
Yes and no. Personal connection doesn't count for multi-universe theory.
No, because there is no personal connection. Because we have made those personal connections or not made those personal connections in every other evolving universe. So therefore, the person in the universe that never made that personal connection never missed that personal
isn't you.
connection.
Yeah.
The moment that Tony Stark sits there and drives away from that little boy after,
Spider-Man.
no,
thing?
after telling him, like, the little boy that helps him
Oh yeah.
rebuild his suit. Do you remember who I'm talking about?
Yeah,
Iron Man
Peter
2?
Parker.
No, Iron Man 2.
I'm trying to go from. Yeah.
Fran,
I remember it.
when he has that emotional connection with him at the end and the kid says, I'm cold. And Iron Man just drives away anyways. Fran, that's one of my favorite moments. That gave me an emotional connection. I love...
Then he shows up at the funeral.
Yeah, exactly. That, to me, created an emotional moment with Marvel for me. Because I love the way Tony Stark does that kind of shit. He's such an ass. Fran.
Well, okay. So it's
But
like the okay, so it's like the thought process of somebody saying, I can't do this, or I'm not going to make it through this. Okay? So if somebody says that there's no possible way to make it through this, okay? You have only two possibilities at that point. You can either make it through whatever it is, or you can die. There is no other possibility there, because you're either going to make it through whatever it is you're going through, or you're going to die. So every single decision that we make, there's a 50% possibility of it.
I want to respond to Little Cam. Little Cam says, Earth to Self. 1984 was not a warning, not an instruction manual. Idiocracy was a comedy, not a documentary. On that one, I want to say Idiocracy is starting to become more of a documentary if you actually look at it. Okay, like Starbucks. You went to Starbucks in that movie for a hand job. Fran, now we have bikini baristas. We're getting closer. Fran, like...
little Cam.
What shoes did everyone wear in that movie? Crocs. Fran.
We're getting there.
Like...
Oh, God.
These new generations are taking us there. It's cool.
Okay, so the one thing about Idiocracy that I will say has
Well, it's not
already
also the new
kind of
generation, it's the old
become...
generations that are pushing us forward to do that.
Actually, the person who made Crocs famous at that point, in 2020, was 17 years old.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
So...
No, okay, but I will say
Yes.
the one thing about Idiocracy that I definitely believe is happening more and more is the language divide between generations. Okay?
Oh God, yeah.
Because...
What you talking about, Willis?
Yeah, in Idiocracy, everything was a mix between English slang and... like New Day speech and everything
Valley
else.
Girl and
yeah, it was something else. But
God,
Appalachian
Valley
slang.
Girl shit.
It was a mix between Appalachian slang and Valley Girl.
yes, but
Seriously, that's awful.
But if I think about like listening to some of the people that I've worked with that are younger than me, some of my children, like different things like this, I have a really hard time understanding some of the stuff they're saying sometimes, just because that word didn't mean that when I was that age. So when they say something and they're like, "Isn't that terrible?" And I'm like, "Well, no, that's good." And they're like, "Yeah, that's what I meant." And I'm like, okay. Like, you know, shit like that where these words that have always meant something else to me mean something entirely different to their generation.
Yes.
So
Drives me nuts.
But that can also happen within the same generation.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
For example,
absolutely.
Totally.
In the 90s, Avril Lavigne went on, did an interview with, what the hell is his name? The guy who did, like, all of the, he started with American Idol. Not Simon, but the host.
Ryan Seacrest?
Oh.
Yes, Ryan Seacrest. He did an interview with her. And he was trying to use the new slang that they had, and he asked a 17-year-old girl, how do you feel about some of your fans thinking you're still tight? And she burst out laughing. Because she took that the way almost every person on Earth would take it.
Uh-huh.
He meant cool.
Well, but that's exactly what I'm saying, though, is that you can offend somebody when you totally and fully have no idea that you just offended them by saying something that you thought of as being a compliment or you thought of as being... and it can totally just make them go off their shit because in their minds, you're making fun of them. Or in their minds, you're saying negativity and negative shit about them because you don't understand the language divide between generations.
Yeah.
And yes,
language
I believe with you too is that, yes, it absolutely is not just generational, it's person to person. The languages can be different and the thought processes can be different and the
it also
words used can
very
mean
much
different things.
It's very much different depending on what culture you grow up with, because like the African American culture, they have slang words for a ton of different stuff that I can't use or understand for some of it. And there's different subgroups in that, or like the Asian, the difference between Korea and Japan, their slang and the way they talk is completely different for certain areas.
Mm-hmm.
And
think of how much harder that's about to get.
Yeah.
Now, I mean,
if
say
that Baba person.
Baba Yaga?
Yeah. No, it's not Baba Yaga.
Baba Gaga?
Vanga.
Because Baba Yaga is Keanu Reeves.
V-A-N-G-A.
Yes.
Baba Vanga.
Baba Yaga isn't Keanu Reeves.
Yes, it is. It's
Yes,
John
it is.
Wick.
It's John Wick. John Wick is Baba Yaga. But Baba Yaga is also the shit with the
But Baba Yaga is
chicken
also
hut.
the chicken lady hut.
chicken hut leg lady.
Yes.
Right.
That eats children.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Right. But anyways,
Mythology.
That's from a different movie.
when you think of what is...
I think that's
It's from Russian.
what she
lore.
says is going to happen this year, we're about to, like, add another intelligent... another 1,000. Over 1,000. Thousands upon thousands of intelligent races into our community.
Mm-hmm.
Well, not even that. It's just the language barrier at first and how we communicate.
And we are really bad at not starting wars because of language barriers.
Yeah.
So freaking
So,
well, okay,
the
so
only
little
way
Kim over here talking... Oh, sorry.
the only way that I can correlate language is when I had to experience for myself crossing over souls who had been trapped. That's a whole nother subject, but they were from the 1700s. So by 2020, when I went to talk to them, the language barrier between us was astronomical. I basically had to talk to them like I was talking to 2 to 5 year old children.
Well,
Because they could not comprehend my language. And I was like, oh, this is not good.
Well, it's not even just language in the first place. It's also how you say the words, because, like, you could say...
and the inflection.
Yeah.
You could say in a downward tone, dude, that's shitty. That means it's bad. or dude, that's the shit, or something
Or,
like that.
"Hey,
And
dude,
depending
that's
on
the
how
shit."
you say it, like in
It-
a excited tone or a flat tone, it could mean two completely different things.
But to
And-
somebody in the 1700s, it would mean
Yes,
That
that it's just
you're talking
about
bathroom
poop.
stuff.
Yes. Well,
Yeah.
and see, that's the other thing is that if my big one is if you read a book, okay, and you read a book that was made in like 1706 versus a book that was written
Today.
in 2025, okay,
Yeah.
everything about the grammar, the dialect, the where
Yep.
they put fucking periods, capital letters, and everything else is completely and utterly different.
Yeah.
It's almost like reading a book in a different language because
Yes.
the type of descriptive words and everything that they use don't even mean the same thing anymore. It's like
So when oh, sorry.
sorry, go for it.
No, it's my fault. It's my fault. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say it's like the word gay used to be 100% meaning happy. It wasn't a derogative term for something. It wasn't a lifestyle. It was happy. So
Yeah.
when you're reading a book and they insert that word there to mean happy, and you're reading it the way that you're reading it from today's perspective, you're like, that doesn't even make any sense. Like, that word doesn't even fit there. You know what I mean?
And also, like,
So-
how they set up sentences or paragraphs is completely different from today because we have evolved it to a more simpler format than back then, which is,
Well, we use abbreviations instead of full sentencing, too.
yeah.
Okay, but also you guys got to realize our inflections. Okay, main inflections have changed.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
The main inflection of Nikki and Robert's generation, I would counter it as brutal truth.
Mm-hmm.
Mine and Mom's generation, Kayla's, would be sarcasm.
Mm-hmm.
I would categorize yours as rage baiting.
Okay, so here's what I was going to say, and I agree with you, Cole. When I was in high school, I had my last year of high school, my senior year, I was in a literature class. Can't remember why, but I was in a literature class, and the teacher was asking. We were reading Greek. God, it was a thick ass freaking book. I don't remember
The Odyssey?
the stories. Yeah, it was part of the one part. You had a numerous chapters on the Odyssey. You had numerous chapters on numerous other stories, Iliad and all sorts of stuff. So other students didn't understand what was going on.
Mm-hmm.
And she asked the class, does anybody understand what is being said in this? In anything that we have just read in the last 3 chapters? And I went, yeah, I do. And she goes, can you please explain it? I want to hear how you understand it. And verbatim, I gave the most current in 1986 or 87 at that time, because that was my senior year. And basically, she's like, that's basically spot on. How do you know that? And I'm like, I grew up with a grandfather who used to read this kind of stuff to me, and we would have conversations about it.
Mm-hmm.
So by the time I was, 11, 12, 13 years old, my grandfather and I were having all kinds of... So my grandfather used to, when he was in essentially 3rd or 4th grade, they were required to memorize a poem. The poem was one... My grandfather could quote that poem until the weekend before he died. I kid you freaking not. 3rd grade, all the way up until age 92 years old, that man would quote long chapters and long verses. We're talking many, many pages worth of that, and I can't remember what the name of the thing is right now, but it's a really, Horatio, thank you, Mom. Horatio at the bridge, Horatio
Mm-hmm.
something. Anyway, and I could sit and listen to him for hours on end talking about it, and then we'd have as a family, we'd have conversations about it. So it was things like that I grew up around all the time, and she was absolutely stunned.
Mm-hmm.
The teacher at the time, and she was a young teacher, but she was absolutely stunned by what I talked about. And she goes, "You have a better grasp on this than a lot of second and third year college students." I'm like, I grew up around this. This makes perfect sense to me. So we'd go line by line in some of it, and she asked me to explain it for anybody who was having problems, and I explained it. I mean, it was weird stuff that was talking about the sun, or the lyra, or the lyre, the music, the instrument, the musical instrument. I can't think of what it's called, but the correct pronunciation for it. But I mean, we would have all kinds of things, because all the
It's a lyre.
20, yeah, thank you. There were like 20, somewhere between 21 and 24 students in that class.
Mm-hmm.
And they were like dumbfounded. I'm like, this is nothing to me. I completely understand this. And she actually asked me to read the rest of it, and then we'd go over, the whole class would go over and talk about it. It's stuff like that, because it's old school, and that was put in, and that wasn't even the full form of the language that I was reading from. In other words, it was put into a form that essentially high schoolers and college students would understand it. And it wasn't the exact original, but it was like maybe the third version of it. Maybe the third or fourth, third version of it. I had to really think about that. But yeah, and when you've got different ways of saying things and how things mean, and it wasn't just a different language, it was all English, but you have to, it's all in how the words are formed together.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, day and night was not called day and night, and oh my God, I'm getting a high-pitched ear thing. Sorry, folks. Okay.
Well, you know, and that's the problem that I have with, like, document, okay, is that, like certain documents, like, or old texts. So you got things like the Bible, or like the Declaration of Independence, that are sometimes completely misunderstood or misconstrued because of the language difference.
Yeah.
And what they actually meant versus what it means today.
Exactly. It's a big difference, and people do not realize that in the grand scheme of things. And when people try to understand it, it gets very confusing to them.
Mm-hmm.
So then I was stunned that nobody, I mean, there were some students that were like the equivalent to AP students in that class who did not understand this stuff. And I was stunned. I mean, it just totally floored me.
Mm-hmm. Well, and that's what
I did not get an A in that class.
You'd be surprised at how much is completely misconstrued and misunderstood.
Mm-hmm.
And this is one of the reasons that I have like a love-hate relationship with things like text messages, for instance. Because
oh God, yes.
If I'm talking to a person on the phone, then they can hear the inflection of my voice when I say certain things. Exactly. If I'm talking in text, you can't hear the inflection that's put into it. So sometimes it can be misconstrued as me yelling at you, or me telling you, or acting like you're stupid or whatever, when that was not anywhere near the way that was meant for me to have come across.
Then that's why you add emojis.
Right, which is actually, if you think about emojis as being the universal language right now.
Pretty freaking much.
I don't have time for that emoji shit.
Like, no, like
hieroglyphics of that.
Like if you say, oh my God, like OMG, with a smiley face that is completely different than OMG with a sad face or OMG with a hard eyes.
Okay, but I was talking to your Aunt Candace
Or
the other
horror.
day on WhatsApp. Okay? And we were talking for a few minutes, and then she asked me, "Are you pissed off?" And I'm like, "No." And we were texting. And I'm like, "No. I'm in a really good mood, actually." I said, "It just seems like that on text." And then I called her, and apparently I still sounded pissed off.
Well,
That's just the way I sound, I
you
guess.
Yeah.
have that.
Yeah,
kind
you
of
kind of
grumpy
always
But
sound like
I am not going to send an emoji because that can be taken the wrong way.
Well, you just got to learn what
Well,
they
you
all
gotta
Hell
mean.
no.
know who-
Like,
Well,
you
also,
gotta know who you're talking to,
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
They gotta know you. That's where
well,
it
and
comes
see,
down
that's
to.
the thing is that what I'm terrible at when it comes to emojis is like somebody will send you something and you look at it and you're like, oh, okay, that's this. And it's like, no, that actually meant that they want this, this, and that. And I'm like, dude, no, what? How the fuck did you get that out of like some fucking
Exactly.
well,
dancing?
If I send
chick
you
with
an
a-
eggplant emoji, it means I want eggplant for dinner.
no,
Yes.
no.
Yes.
Oh, did you know they added different colorations for the eggplant?
Yeah, probably.
Ew.
It's funny.
Okay, and I definitely agree that there's a lot of people that can't read an analog clock anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
John.
No, I can read it. I just got to spend like a few seconds.
Well, just
You
like
read minutes.
Hey.
just like there's just as many people that do not know how to read or write in cursive
Yeah.
anymore.
That's
I have,
true.
I have no idea how
True.
to write or read cursive.
See, now that's another issue that we have too.
Oh, honey,
Is that-
you and I need to have a chat.
That
Oh,
a lot
no.
a lot of our historical documents are written in a cursive.
It's
Best
Yeah.
story ever. So we were having a party for our birthdays and everything for the July birthdays, and our nephew Tanner was opening up all his stuff and opening up cards, and he looks at one and says, "I think this is for someone else." And it was a gaming gift card plus cash, but it was his name in cursive, and he didn't know his own goddamn name.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
It's really hard because I
That's
can't
that's
I can't
dangerous.
read my grandmother's recipes in our little recipe book because all of it's in cursive. I got
yeah, like if I ever gave you your great grandmother's cookbook, you're screwed because all of her little notes are in cursive.
Yeah,
And that's what I'm saying.
I had to
is
take a
90%
photo
of
of
our
it.
historical documents are written in cursive too.
yeah.
So half of them give another 10, 20, 30 years and we won't be able to have anybody alive that knows how to read that.
Yeah, but half of them they'll have a better understanding of because they're an emoji.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
It's the original emoji, but they're gonna know what it means.
Well, I mean,
Oh my God, you guys.
and
Is hieroglyphs not an emoji language?
Yeah.
technically
Yeah,
it is.
it is.
So-
It is in a lot of ways.
It's just pictures.
And as
God.
that new language expands and
Kid you not. Holy crap.
they will have a better understanding of hieroglyphics in Egypt than we will
Well,
ever.
I know a lot of my generation understands hieroglyphs a lot better than they understand cursive.
Mm-hmm.
That's just wrong.
Right.
That's what
We
I
just
said.
never
You
grew
can
up
read a
learning
freaking
it.
temple
Wrong.
wall from ancient Egypt, but you can't read a letter from your great grandmother. Jesus.
Well, most of the people I know around my age just were never taught it.
Yeah, no, there was a few years there where they just said, we're not teaching you it.
Yeah, we never taught how to read or write it.
And
we
so
saw,
you lost the basics.
yeah, we saw it on the wall sometimes, but I was like a kindergartner and I was thinking of eating Play-Doh.
Well,
so,
and you know that's the thing is
That makes
that's how
hey,
that's how languages die out, though. That's how we don't
You
come
didn't
to an
eat glue?
understanding
Wait.
nah,
of
we had Play-Doh.
languages. Is that
I was higher class.
we don't teach them anymore, or we move on to a different version
God,
of something, and we just
Not
don't
in the
get it.
class of elements, huh?
Yeah, well, I do want to point something out. He has advanced again.
Yeah.
And I'm very proud to say we now have half of the armed service covered. John will be joining the Marines. So
Yes.
Oh, cool.
Yep.
he is now a crayon eater. He's moved on from Play-Doh.
Yeah.
For-
Don't worry, I still have Play-Doh for the side, but
yeah.
The cran's
That's dessert.
the cran's the maiden course.
Fred.
Yep. So now we have one boy going into
you're gonna
the
be
Air
coming back
Force
different.
and one boy going into the
Different.
Marines.
Not really. I don't think so, Nikki.
Oh, you might be surprised.
Like, they might take a little bit of the serial killer out of him.
No, they're gonna accentuate that. It's gonna go forward. I'm gonna when I get back, I'm gonna be like Dexter.
Yeah, the difference is now he'll be good at it.
Yeah.
He's going to be like Builder Bear, only they're going to stuff something else into him instead of the fluff.
And when we were talking about it as a family,
Robert.
we ended up with another young lady
Yeah.
saying she's considering the Navy when she turns 18.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I might end up with 3 out of my 4 kids in the armed
Yeah, now I just
forces.
got to convince Jalen to join the Army, and then we've got him covered.
Yeah. Well, we got a few cousins joining the army.
Yep. Brad.
No Coast Guard or Space Force, though, huh?
Well, no one's smart enough to go into Space Force, and no one's gay enough to go into Coast Guard.
Oh, no.
Well,
Oh, now you wait 1 minute here, gentlemen. I've got good friends and family who were in the Coast Guard. You bite your tongue.
hey,
They were damn fucking good at what they did.
yeah, but they were very close to their fellow soldiers.
Hey, and all I gotta say is I have a lot of gay people in my family, too. So,
It's just most of those nights they just say it was very cold and cuddled together.
Mm-mm.
Well, there's lots of semen in those submarines.
Yeah.
Oh my god, Robert.
And what do you mean smart
Okay,
enough
who do
to
I
be
have
Space
to?
Force?
Who do I have to smack the shit out of now? Because I kid you not, we just had Veterans Day. What the fuck, people?
Brad.
come on down. I'll take a couple of
Damn.
smackings.
And
Okay.
speaking
Whoa.
of which,
Wow,
thank
that
you
came out
for-
that's the
really
Coast
weird.
Guard
So
talking.
sorry about that.
Fred.
And thank you for your service, those
Yes.
who have served.
Yes.
Yes, thank you very much. And for me, it's not just Veterans Day, it's also Remembrance Day. So for all those we've
Yes.
lost, thank you for your
Yeah.
sacrifice. And
Yeah,
for all
definitely.
those you who have lost others,
Yes.
thank you for your sacrifice as well.
Absolutely.
Right on.
Oh, and what are we talking about next week?
Is it that time already?
Yeah.
How in the hell? Friend.
No, that's the same thing.
I don't
Years
know.
ago.
I don't know.
Yeah, the time's just been
It
going by.
started with technical
Like suddenly it was
difficulties,
6 and now it's
Yeah,
Seven.
but like, I am
only have
not.
6,
I
7,
am not
6,
kidding,
7.
guys. Did you guys just say 6, 7? Shut up.
6,
Both of
7.
None of that crap.
We have about 6 or 7
We got
minutes left
yeah,
in the
just
show.
6 or 7 minutes left.
Oh my god.
Actually, since we were late, we got a little bit more time to that.
Oh,
Oh, goodness.
I am so angry.
Right.
Sorry.
Do you know that that's the word of the year?
6, 7?
Yes.
Oh, that's
The
awesome.
dictionary has made that the word of the goddamn year.
We got Riz
Yes.
last year and we got 6, 7 this year.
You
The-
got Riz last year?
Yes.
Yeah, the world is improving. We are
No,
healing.
shut up.
Okay, what's that other one? It's like Glazies or something? Glizzies?
I wouldn't
Liz, you
say
never got
that
your
on
other
my
one. Yeah.
show. I had people coming into my show for the last 4 weeks that have been trying to get me to say those two numbers together. I'm like, are you
Nikki.
freaking no?
Come on,
What?
hey, you just gotta say
You
6,
gotta say
7.
it. You gotta do the hand movement.
6,
while you do it.
7.
Screw that shit. No.
6, 7.
Screw that shit. No.
You gotta say it.
I'm sorry.
People are
No,
gonna.
that's not. No.
Hey, Kayla.
Yeah,
You know what's
Doesn't it
really,
go to a movie?
really is kind of
it's a meme.
gross
What?
when an older person tries to use the young slang. Just
Yeah,
you know.
it's true.
Like,
It makes
Thank
it. It's
you.
very
This
awkward.
is what it
It's
is.
Chad.
I won't say
Like
it.
when I see one of my professors.
Robert, don't do that. God damn it. Cam, you too. I
He
like
is
your
younger.
drip. Come on.
He is younger. He's allowed to say that.
Yeah.
It's part of his generational gap. But I shouldn't use the word gap and drip in the same sentence. Okay, I'm sorry.
Little Kim, aren't you 23?
You could use drippy.
Yeah, okay. So
Yeah,
yeah,
but
you can
23
use that, I
is the
guess.
same.
Yeah, 23 is okay. He is getting up there for unk status, but
Unk status? What the fuck is unk
I-
status?
No, you don't get to use that. That's ours. You leave that alone.
no, that's ours. That's ours.
We're
Go ahead.
taking it back.
Yeah. But
Dear God.
It's Res talk, Nikki.
yeah.
For an
Okay.
an uncle
Well,
is like someone,
got it.
someone who's deadly.
No,
For
Got it.
it's not that anymore, Dad. Unk status is someone who is old. It's like boomer.
What up, Uncle?
Oh no,
That's before me.
I will
That'd be
scalp
like
you.
my mom.
Hey,
God.
You don't get to take those words. You are like
we're taking them like
No.
we took the land.
Oh, Jesus. Okay. So,
Somebody
join
smack
us
him.
next time on the S4 Paranormal Bunker.
Where we shall talk
who
about
died and made you queen.
The Tifa? Okay.
Yeah, but
Holy
what is
shit.
on the agenda for next week?
Cleopatra?
Next week we are going to do another Reddit show. I think it's time. It's been a while,
Uh-oh.
and I've seen
Trouble.
a few people that need some help, and a few that Nikki and Robert can help in particular. So,
Excellent.
Okay.
Right.
We'll help some
Getting
people.
our Reddit red.
So, but Nikki, you've been posting shows like crazy.
Yeah, 1 week.
Brian. So, you're on Saturday?
They've been long.
Yeah.
They've been really
Yeah.
long shows. They've been 4 to 6 hour shows. And
Yeah, the
they're
last
only
one I
meant
saw
to be,
was at
like,
5 hours.
Yeah, it was 5 hours, 59 minutes, and I don't know, 33 seconds or some bullshit. I was like, I'm gonna go. I'm fried.
That's a bit long.
And I'm
That was
not
just
gonna
a
lie
tad
to you,
too
Nikki.
long, but-
I like watching your show, but when YouTube posted a 5-hour episode, I was like, no, I don't have time for that shit. I'm sorry. Like,
Yeah, you just put it on in the background. There's
Yeah.
nothing to watch.
yeah.
Yeah.
There's just and I had a troll that got so bad. I mean, granted, he was asking a lot of good logical questions, but the problem was the attitude with it, the intensity with it, and it was gunfire. It was boom, 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 boom. And I was like, motherfucker, I've about had enough. You've jumped up my ass about 5 goddamn times. I'm done with you. And I finally abandoned him from the show, and the fucker came back 3 times on different accounts. Came back within seconds. And no, he was not a bot. I know that because I could feel his energy, and I was like, yeah, this is not cool. So because he was asking questions, and I mean, like, really good questions, things that I don't have all the answers, and he was expecting me to have all the fucking answers and to have every bit of evidence and proof, and it's not like that. And a lot of people in the general mass public do not. Oh my God, I just got a psychic hit. Holy crap, this episode is going to go. Part of this episode's going to go viral. Holy shitballs. Oh my God, it's going to go big.
probably
And
the
I don't
joke
know
I
why.
told.
Well, okay, yes, I do know why. Okay.
It's probably because of the 6-7.
No, it ain't because it's going to be because of something else, and it's going to be because of what I say later on. And I don't mean tonight. Holy crap on a cracker. Okay. Anyway, that was a gigantic hit. Gotta download it. It's still kind of freaking happening. It's kind of freaking me out a bit. Anyway, point being is that the only reason why I left this guy on was because the questions really were good. Even though it was rapid gunfire type of shit, even though the attitude got real nasty at times. And he was like, well, I'm just asking a question. No, you're doing it in a very specific way and very deliberate, and it was deliberately done in distraction. But at the same time, the questions, I mean, they were really good. If he had given time in between them instead of the rapid fire shit with the attitude, I would have let him stay.
How old was he?
But because he got so nasty about it, I was like, screw this shit. What?
How old was he? Like, did he get
I think the guy was in his early 40s, like maybe say 42, 43, somewhere between that and say 46.
So he
I don't think he was more than 47.
definitely been hanging out with the younger generation, because exactly what you just said, that is what I consider rage baiting.
Yeah.
Yes.
You fire
that's
so many
exactly
questions
what
so fast that they can't
Yes.
actually answer you, and it gets frustrating. And you actually start to rage because you can't handle what they're doing to you.
Yeah, and it
It's
was
a
a
good
form
tactic.
of rage baiting, but because the questions were so good, I went ahead and kept him on. But then he just got it became too much, and I went, fuck this, you're gone. And he got nasty with it. And so then he came back, well, you deleted me once and all this other shit. And I was like, okay, you're gone again. And so he came back a total of 3 times, and he's banned from the show. If he shows up on another one, he'll be banned from that account as well.
And for most of our listeners, like what Nikki's talking about, and it has a lot to do with why we don't have a lot of posts on our Facebook account. Just looking at Facebook itself throws me into a rage. So,
Yeah. I can understand that.
by the time I actually get to my S4 account and start posting, I'm already mad. So it doesn't really work. So,
I do understand.
friend,
And there are some weird shit.
Yeah.
Nikki,
There's a
you're
lot
going to
of
be on
weird
this
shit.
Saturday night?
Yeah, I intend to be. It depends on my health. Today was last night was difficult. Today was a really rough day, and the next 2 days are going to be rough because I've got chiropractic and other things, and it usually takes me a day after that to come down and be okay. So Friday night, but with what now the bunker knows about privately with me, I will see what takes place. So I'm
Okay.
hoping to be on at 10 p.m. Last resort will be 11, but watch my Facebook, both my regular private Facebook page and my psychic medium page, and I'm trying to get a little bit better at making sure that I'm posting if I'm going to be for sure on my channel, because they've got those posts that you can do. And if I can't be on, I'm trying to be sure that I post on that as well. It depends on how bad my health is, and so I'm going through a weird up and down crap with the health, and I'm like, oh, this is bullshit. So, but yeah, 10 p.m. Saturday night, 10 p.m. Pacific time. This Saturday, I don't know what the date is for it. YouTube, Restore Belief with Nikki is what the channel is called.
Saturday is November 15th.
And November 15th. Okay, that's good. Yeah.
All right, perfect.
The
Robert?
other thing that I want to
Go
say
ahead.
before I forget is, folks, if you're doing holiday shopping, make sure that you're buying from local artisans and things of that nature, or local bakers or stuff. That's something that's really hitting. The economy stuff is really hitting a lot of people very hard, including small businesses. And if we want to keep our small businesses going, even major businesses we're talking like national chains are closing their doors. So
If you can afford it.
support. Yeah, if you can afford it, make sure that you can put some money into local artisans and creators. So I just wanted to put that out there.
Friend, Robert, any word on your show?
I was asked about a week ago to get on and help, but that was only given an hour warning, and I wasn't home, so.
Okay.
So I don't know when the next one, the other Nikki, will be on for.
Okay.
Probably, maybe next week.
All right.
I'm not too sure if they've got any school holidays on. Might be actually tomorrow, because she normally does Fridays. So.
Okay, well, make sure you post it in our Facebook group.
I will.
And
I will.
all right, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you join us next Wednesday, 10 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, for our Reddit show, where we help users of Reddit with any issues they're having with the paranormal. So
Yeah.
thank you for joining us.
Anyone in Australia that leaves their boots outside, watch for snakes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good advice. Friend, I would actually also say anytime you open your door, watch for anything that could kill you.
Well, it is summer. It's coming up to summer, and there's been a whole lot of snakes being found, eastern browns, in boots, behind air conditioners, anywhere out of the sun that they're trying to get away from. So, watch out for snakes.
So, if you left your boots outside, that's on you. Just forget about it. Those boots don't fucking exist anymore.
Yeah.
Okay? Like, that was dumb. Handle the smell. It's okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining us. Hello, Cam. Thank you for joining us for the entire show. You were rock. And thank you for dealing with all the technical difficulties.
Yeah.
Hopefully the sun will be better
you,
next week. That
Bloody techno.
So,
Bye.
all
y'all.
right. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night.
Data transfer complete. System malfunction. Please evacuate immediately. Program terminated.